Rip, a popular phrase that us modern day people love to use after someone passes, or shall I say dies. The real meaning of it is rest in peace. But how do we actually know that they're resting in peace? We don't know this. Death simply means the end of the physical body. Your spiritual self is still living. It lives on forever. Many of us don't know what the spirit of our loved one does after they pass away. They could be hanging around us, living around us, and we don't even notice it. They could be just as devastated about their own death as we are. It is very selfish for us to assume that they're resting in peace when they really aren't. Unless they come back and tell you, you don't know whether or not they're resting in peace. A close relative of mine died about, I would say, like 5 years ago. A week later, it was before a funeral. She came to me in a dream, and she basically told me she was okay. She looked at me and told me I still do some of the same things I did when I was living. She paid her daughter a visit first and told her she was okay. But not everyone is lucky enough to get a visit from their loved one telling them that they're okay. Some people die an unfortunate death, a tragic death. Like, I know all death is tragic, but some people die in the same way Kobe and his daughter and all those other people died. And some of them people die leaving unfinished business. How do you think they feel in the spirit realm? Do you actually think that they are okay? Some spirits roam the earth and never go to the light because they didn't finish that unfinished business, and a lot of them probably be trying to reach out to their loved ones to try to get them to finish it for them. But not everybody is born with the spiritual eye. When I'm saying spiritual eye, I mean I'm talking about the ability to see spirits around them. Not everybody was born with that eye. I just so happen to be one of those people. I wasn't born with the spiritual eye. Some people are born with it, some people aren't born with it. If you want it, you could pray for it. But me, I'm too scary to pray for it. Now, and I believe that's the reason why my relative came to me in my dreams, because it was much easier, and I wasn't going to get scared in my dreams. But I'm praying for the good Lord to get me out of being afraid, you know, because if my mom died, I know I'm going to want to see her again, but if I'm scary, she's not going to come to me once she dies because she's know I'm scary, or if she's around me, she's not going to let me know she's around me because she knows I'm scary. My dad already told me if he dies, he's not going to come to me because he know I'm scary. And so he said he wouldn't want to come to me. So he already let me know he's not coming to me. That could be another reason why, when people relatives die, they probably be around, but they probably don't let them know they be around because they don't want to scare them. But I'm gonna try hard to get out of there because you never know what you may be missing by being afraid. Your loved one could want to contact you and let you know that there's some money stashed somewhere that your ancestors left for you, but because you're afraid, they won't come to you because they know you're afraid. I remember my mom telling me that her granddad or great granddaddy came to her in a dream and told her that he had left some money buried for her on some land that her and her family used to live on. But because her family moved off of that land a long time ago, and was sold to somebody else, it no longer belonged to her family or her, so she can't get it. But that is something to think about, Our ancestors probably got tons of stuff hidden from. I mean, that they hid from other people from getting for us to receive. But because we keep this rest in peace alive and thinking that they're actually gone, we can't receive it, and because we are afraid of ghosts, and probably would be afraid of them if they came to us, we can't receive whatever message they're trying to give us. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that some of our loved ones aren't resting in peace, but it's not as many as we try to think that are resting in peace. It's a lot of our loved ones who are around us right now. They are around us, watching our every move, watching everything we do. And because they're in the spirit realm, we don't know it. We can't see them. So it's just a thought. And another thing you gotta think about that there are evil spirits on the other side who were evil before they died. You already know that they aren't resting in peace. No, they're flying around causing turmoil everywhere they go. It's a ghost that died in my apartment that keeps harassing me. She don't harass me all the time, but sometime when I'm asleep, if you sleep on the couch in my living room, if you sleep like on the left side, she'll mess with your head. She'll actually bother you, and you'll be sitting up there in your sleep praying for Jesus to wake you up. And I know it's a she because she messed with somebody else who laid down there, and they described her to the T. They said she had an afro or whatever. I believe she probably want my man or whatever. She don't bother him in the same way she bothered me. Or maybe she bothers me because she knows I'm afraid. And so that's why I gotta get out of being afraid. Sometimes when you run across spirits who used to live in houses and apartments and on land and stuff, a lot of times they stick around and they harass whoever's living in them. They might be drawn to your fear, and if you fear them, they might continue to bother you. But the last thing they're doing is resting in peace. That's why I don't understand why do we keep using this term, this phrase, you know what I'm saying? Not every spirit who goes over there is resting in peace. Some of them are restless and around here bothering folks. Some of them angry and miserable because they didn't want to die. They felt like they died too soon. Some of them don't even know that they are dead. I think we use this term maybe to put ourselves at ease. Maybe it's easier if we tell ourselves that they're in a better place than they're resting in peace. Maybe it's easy for us to cope with it and move on with our lives, knowing that our people is no longer suffering. Although this could be further from the truth because we really don't know unless they contact us from the spiritual realm like that encounter I had and tell us themselves. If they don't do that, then we're just speculating, we're just assuming that they're resting in peace. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and if it's the good Lord's will, I'll see you next time. Peace.